Why would I carry someone else's baby? And then she said, well, wow, it's so good to see that you're active and you stuck around for your family. And I was floored. I was floored because I know she probably thought that was going to be a compliment, but I was floored.
See how there's a lot of laydowns and stuff right in here. You want to throw that spinnerbait up past what you want to fish, and then just slowly reel it back. Catch it, don't let it sink. If you feel one hit it, set the hook. There it is, bro. Boom! Fish number one.
Welcome back to I'm ready to talk now. If you were that kid that looked at your father as the superhero, right? There's something to be said about that. You are basically saying that your dad can do anything. Pops is capable of anything. He's strong. He can work really hard. He provides for his family. He bought me this awesome bike when he didn't have to. He took me to ball games. He took me to wrestling matches and all this stuff, and football games, and all these sporting events, and yada yada yada. That's how I looked at my pops. It's just, I think it's just a thing. In my eyes, Pop could do no wrong. He could do absolutely, truly nothing, really. But what really helped was that I got a chance to see my dad. Fortunately, he worked a lot. But when I say see him, he was actually there to be with the family, do weekend trips, and get out of the house, and he taught me how to fire off firearms, discharge firearms, and go fishing, and we went work on vehicles. Like, I come from a long line of mechanics, and that type of shit is awesome. We went to drag races. I'm talking about like vroom fast, not RuPaul stuff. I don't think he's totally into that shit. Just something about that RuPaul, gets me every time. And yeah, that is what I looked forward to on the weekends, other than playing video games and listening to music by myself as much as I could. But he shared, speaking of that, he shared things with me. He shared music with me. He shared films and knowledge with me. And yeah, and I know that this kind of sounds like a like a memorial service, and it really shouldn't. It never sounds bad.
He was a great man. Standing here on Capitol Hill, this man did everything for his country. He blew himself up in sacrifice of America, and you should thank him for that. Give me an amen. Can I get a hallelujah? Please, someone give me a hallelujah for this great, beautiful man. Please.
It's nothing like that. Sorry. He is alive and still kicking ass, and he's in his 70s, and in his early 70s, and this man is still going strong. He believes in the creed of do not quit on anything. You try and see that shit all the way through. You get knocked down, you get the fuck back up. You dust yourself off and you try again. And then you try again. And you keep trying and you try again. And you try again. And you try again. Keep going. You try again. Just keep going. You try it. That was instilled in me as a young man as to people are going to treat you like shit. People are going to belittle you, berate you. People are going to make you, obviously, belittle, make you feel less than your worth. And you got to find some way of digging super deep into that, into your feelings, into your emotions, and telling them to go fuck themselves. And yeah, he's been through it all. Dude was born in the 50s. So the man has seen it all. So those are the things that, he has instilled in me. He has inspired me to not give up on stuff, to push through as much as I can. There's only so much that a man can take before they just lose their shit, and then they gotta go figure out something else. So this man, Papa Miles, alright, this man has done, in my opinion, the ultimate thing that truly can make a father, a great father. And that is to want a child, bring a child into the world, and give it every single thing that he can. And that I know that that's a cliche thing, I guess, is that I want to give my kid the childhood that I couldn't have, and all this stuff, and I think that that's just common. And I think that that's what he was really trying to do for me. And he also allowed me to live, be a kid as much as I could. Be a kid, go experience things. You're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get your feelings hurt, but you need to feel this experience, because once you get older, it's gonna get a lot worse. You need to really know what that shit fucking feels like. This is only the minor leagues that you're going through. Wait till you graduate high school, get into the college world, and get into the professional work environment, and now you're in the major leagues, kid, and you're gonna have to deal with it. And so, yeah, he has definitely put me on a pretty good path of life, and the rest is up to me, right? There's only so much that your parents can do. And of course, you really start to figure this out as you get older, is that your parents are trying to set you up on a path to succeed. And I know a lot of them feel, a great deal of shame when they have seen your path and they're like, what the fuck went wrong or whatever. Listen, you did the best you could. You did everything you could, as long as you tried and you talked to us and you were there for us and you listened to us, because I still think respect, parents deserve their kids' respect. And I know that different cultures and all that stuff, white people obviously, that's a whole different thing. There's no way in hell that I could call my mom a bitch at the grocery store in front of her face and not get fucking ragged. Basically beat the fuck up, chopped in the throat, and then probably put in the trunk of the car, and she's probably gonna push that shit off a cliff and, see if I survive.
Alright, that's over with.
I love you, Mommy.
What the fuck?
Let's get back to my pop. We went fishing a lot, and those are memories. I'm here to talk about mainly the really great memories, and the memories that I'm still having with this old man is that going fishing was a big deal. We did that. He would come in my room, kick down the fucking door, flick on the lights, rapid fire, and waking me up at 4 a.m. and literally yanking the sheets off my fucking body, which, let's be honest, man, that's a no-no. I mean, there's a thing that kids, go through. You know what I'm talking about? It's a thing called morning wood, and it happens. And I need parents to fuck off with that. You were a kid, you understand that, so don't just go busting in the room and embarrassing your child like that. Who wants to see their child's boner? That's the fuck is that? That's weird. Yeah, just almost like every other Saturday or whatever. We didn't even have to go fishing. He would just bust in my room and go, "Let's go do some shit." And I'm like, "It is 4 a.m., dude. Where are you going?" Because I want to sleep. Because I feel like my life is tough because I went to school and barely learned a goddamn thing. So, where are we going? And he just wants to get in the car and drive and go see things, and he can show me stuff and just be a father, right? He just wants to spend time with his kid. So, yeah, we went fishing a lot. We listened to music. We would be in the car and we would just listen to all kinds of music, and grew up on funk, jazz, classic, I guess what was becoming more of classic rock, and blues, and everything. He played everything, and we're chilling in his 1973 Buick Riviera, and just, as he calls it, cruising. And that is what we would do on the hot Texas mornings, is just cruise. And sometimes I thought this nigga was scouting for pussy. I don't know if he truly was or not, but I just knew that I had a honey bun in my hand, and he would say, "Look out the window," and there you go. And we're listening to all kinds of shit, Steve Vai, Pink Floyd, Barry White, Herb Alpert, Miles Davis, list goes on and on. It was just an all-around good time, and he did that with myself and my siblings, and just a good time. So this is what has always stuck out the most with my pops, is that he's very keen on, if someone's not gonna do something, like help you out with something, and you've been asking them over and over, because there's only so many times you can get that, where you have asked a person or persons to help you with something, and if they don't show up, and they're talking all this good, and nothing's happening, fuck them. Do it yourself. And he has taught me that over the years. Just do it yourself. I've seen this man do plenty of things by himself, and people ask questions on, how did you do that? Where did that come from? Didn't you need help with that? And he says no. And I am a firm believer of DIY. It's in our blood, honestly. We just like to do shit on our own. We try and ask for help, it doesn't happen, and we're tired of waiting, so we do it ourselves. Yeah, I'm a firm believer of a lot of that shit. Man, if you still have a chance to hang out with your folks, they can still move around, even if they can't really move around. Just hang out with them, talk with them, learn some more shit, because they have a bunch of information that they have still yet to disclose to you. Just talk to them. They just want to hang out with their kids. So, and I try and do that as much as I can whenever I go back home. I just want to hang out with my parents in a way and just say what's up and pick their brains a little bit about what happened back in the day and how they grew up, and what has changed after 40 plus years, 50 years. Like, what has changed? It's yeah, just do that. You'll have fun. If your parents are cool, you'll have fun. If your parents smoke weed like mine do, you'll have fun. Just saying. It's a good time, and you are better off, and they're better off, and they feel way more comfortable with you being around. And yeah, it's a great experience. So yeah, don't act like you're too fucking busy. Go see your parents. I know that when you're in your fucking early 20s, everything is hectic, but just still try and make time and say what's up to your parents and hang out with them, because man, we have a lot of fun. True story. So much fun. Talk to him. Father.
Try something different. I started hanging around in Sandals and Bell Bottoms and St. Thomas, going to outdoor concerts, and that's where I would meet these ladies. Hey, where you from? I said, oh hell, I'm in military. Where you stationed? Over at Fort Bliss. Oh, okay, yeah. We're from Las Cruces or Albuquerque, someplace, That's where it started, man, and
Boom, that's when I got her ear for the first time.
That's when I learned about STDs.
That's when I first learned about STDs. Had to learn.
I woke up one morning.
Shit.
Fucking dick stuck to my shorts. What the fuck? Oh man.
Oh yes, can you dig it, guys? That was the cool sounds of Billy Cobham. I'm fucking with you. Guys, thank you, honestly. Thank you for hanging out, tuning in, and in all seriousness, that was Billy Cobham, one of the great fusion drummers. My goodness. All I can say is that what my pops did for me by introducing me to great art and music, films and such. But yeah, taking these long ass rides as a kid and just listening to all types of music influenced me. So, definitely the jazz era and the fusion era was kind of being played. I didn't really get into the fusion stuff until like early 20s. But Billy Cobham, the album is called Crosswinds. What you heard was a song called Spanish Moss. And yeah, I'm that fucking dude who really enjoys jazz fusion. Like I'm a fucking science teacher or an engineer. So that I am not. But anyway, guys, thank you again for tuning in. And listen, there are plenty, and I do mean plenty, of black fathers that are present. Please stop listening to the media. Don't listen to them. They're basing it off of all the negative shit that they see from black communities and the urban Latino communities and such. Yeah, black fathers of color are present in their child's lives. The ones that are not, it's not like there aren't fucking rednecks and well-off white men who are pieces of shit to their children and who are no longer there, who are non-existent in their world. So, in their lives, rather. So, yeah, don't believe that shit. They are present. Here we are. Here we are. We are thriving. We're doing well. Staying healthy. And cheers, Pops. I love you. Thank you. You will probably never listen to this, which is quite alright. But know that your son loves you very much. And yeah, everything's good. So, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, stay productive. Alright? Be safe out there. And I will talk to you guys later. Alright? Bye-bye for now. Whoa.